Whip, Pamela Gorman from the North Phoenix, anthem part of this great city.
Good morning. I just have a couple of comments. The first thing I'd like to talk about is mandates. Arguably, when you win an election and you say certain things to the voters and they choose to elect you, that's the will of the voters, you could say you have a mandate. The people in these two buildings were elected by people like you who don't want to see taxes raised, who want the best possible policies that we can have for Arizona. Unfortunately, on the ninth floor, we have somebody who wasn't elected, and I would argue has absolutely no mandate from the citizens of Arizona to do the largest tax increase in Arizona history. For that reason, I ask and I call upon Governor Brewer to please reconsider her actions. Choose Arizona. Don't choose to be wedded to a tax increase because you want to win a battle. We're fighting a war. We have an economy that is in the dregs. If we don't do something, it's going to stay there. But if we do what she's proposing, we will actually stay where we are longer. We cannot continue to make cuts for the next 5 years. We're going to run out of things to cut. And when you raise taxes, you actually erode your revenue base. And it's unfortunately where we're headed if we don't do something. The second thing I want to talk about is making choices. And again, please, if you have the time, contact the governor's office. Ask her to choose Arizona. Arizona needs her to choose Arizona. And lastly, I want to, I'm not going to talk a lot about tax increases because we've got so many people here that are so knowledgeable and done a terrific job, and you'll hear more people today. But I want to point out your prop that we have here behind me. I love the idea of the giant ATM. We cannot, under good economic policy, continue to treat the taxpayers like an ATM. You know, I went to college with a friend who was otherwise very intelligent, but she would call her bank and see if there was any cash at all left, regardless of how many checks she had written and how many debts she had. And if there was money in the bank, she'd go to the ATM and take cash out on a Saturday night. And I remember thinking, gosh, she seems so smart. What is being proposed here with the tax increase is essentially that same type of behavior. Just because you all have money in your pockets doesn't mean it's a good idea to pull it out. So I asked the governor to stop treating Arizona citizens like a giant ATM. Thank you.